Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope it's going peachy keen wherever you are today. I am still here in California. Josh, great. Yeah, okay, anyway. So, that's that. I'm still here in California, as I would be. Why would I move anywhere in the middle of February or in the beginning of February? You know what I'm saying. Anyhow, so what's new? Oh, all right. Here's our fun story before we get into Crystal Chit Chat. I went to I guess it's an outdoor mall. I don't know. Outdoor shopping center. Whatever. I went to one of them. I had to go to the Bath and the Body Works. I know it's in terms of like clean burning or whatever you want to call it, those little plug-in things like the Glade plug-ins, but their brand, wallflowers, whatever they call them. It might not be the cleanest thing to do to make my house smell pretty, but I don't care. Anyhow, so I had to go. There was a coupon. Gotta buy. And so we go there and I pick out my little smellers, and then there's a bookstore there too. So I go to the bookstore. We go over there, and we go and we're looking in. We have to look in my kids section. She got to go look at the books there. Then we go over to my section. Where they have all the tarot cards and the astrology books and occasional, like there's a handful of ghost books usually. Well, I'm standing there looking at decks. They have a better section over there than some of the other Barnes and Nobles. I'm just going to say. They, there's a Barnes and Noble, one of them that we go to, that has all the tarot cards behind the counter. It's like, who is stealing these? People! Bad karma. Okay. Anyhow, so the tarot cards that they have here, they're out there in the open, so you can actually look at them up close and personal. And their books are there and whatnot. So I'm standing there. Of course, I'm not. Even though we're supposed to be. We still have until the 15th. That's when the bug's going to just know to go away. Okay, anyway. So there's a lady and her offspring there off to the side, and this other lady comes in. And she's got a wood, like a tree branch, and she's tied ribbon on it and stuff. So the lady with her offspring over here, she's like, I like your stick. Where'd you get it? And in my mind, I didn't say jack diddly shit, but in my mind, I'm like, it came off a tree. But didn't say nothing. Because if it would have been me, I'd been like, oh yeah, I was at this Motel 6 and I ripped it off of the plant in the lobby, and I don't know, I would have just been rude. But I didn't say anything. I just observed the whole moment. And so then the lady said, oh, I got it from God. And she's like, yeah, I can tell it's good energy. Yeah, no, so what are you using it for? And the lady's like, protection. And the lady's like, yeah, I can tell, yeah. And I'm just like, okay, this whole conversation's getting weird. I just need to finish looking through these tarot cards so I can get away from whatever's happening here. And as I'm still looking, then I overhear the lady that has the offspring, not the lady with the stick, the lady with the offspring. She's like, yeah, I'm a psychic. I'm Psychic Joni on the TikToks. Yeah, got a bazillion followers or however many she said. Yeah, Psychic Joni on the TikTok. Somebody's trying to take my energy though. Yeah, but I'm on there. Hey, give me your number. I'll text you the link because I don't, And I'm like, what the F? Who does this shit? Apparently Psychic Joni or whatever her name was does. And the other lady's like, okay. And then I'm like, all right, I'm looking and I'm like, no, there's no cards there I want. And I go over to this other section, which is, I don't know, 10 feet away from where I was. And there's a table of cards. And I see a deck that I'm interested in, which we're going to use today. And then I see the psychic and her offspring. They go off somewhere. And I'm like, whew. I could feel like that was no bueno, there's something no bueno going on with the psychic and her offspring. I was just like, ugh. Who tells people that? Anyway, go to the checkout. So I'm waiting in line to go to the checkout. And, you know, they have the little tchotchkes around, you know, the little things to buy before you check out. And I'm looking at that, and then I hear the voice again, and I look up at the cashier, and there she is, the psychic. Yeah, I'm the psychic Joni on the TikToks. I got like a bazillion and a half followers. Yeah, you should, come follow. I don't have any business cards. I forgot them. I got an office over here. Yeah, And the cashier lady's like, okay, Then the offspring, the whole reason why I brought up the offspring this entire time is the offspring tells the cashier, you've got good energy. I can tell. Yeah, you've got really good energy. Okay, bye. And then they walk off. And I'm like, what? What? People are nuts. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, of course I had to go look up Psychic Joni's TikTok page. So she reads tarot cards, and she has, like, on some of her videos on the TikTok, she's got quite a few, like, millions of views on some of her videos. One of them I watched, though, I don't understand. It was so random. It was just like pulling cards and making up a story, which I know some people think that that's what tarot people do. Psychics like me, I know, we think we're just pulling cards out and making up stories. This was, like, obviously, like, weird. Like one of the videos, like, if you landed on this video, it's for you and he's cheating on you. Yeah, he's got 2 hoes. It was hilarious. Anyway, just thought I'd share that special story of going out in the world. That's what happens when you go out somewhere in California. Just even at a bookstore. You're not safe. All right. Enough of that. Let's get to Crystal Chit Chat. I'm going to switch the camera, get ready for our tarot, but we're going to be talking about this golden calcite. All right, so here we go. Isn't that pretty? Now, honey, golden, yellow, whatever, calcite. Did you know that calcite is don't use these for this, but calcite is used in antacids. Who knew? Calcium. All right, so this is calcite. So this is like, you know, raw, kind of Gordon Ramsay raw. That's this. They kind of have, naturally they have a waxy feel. That's usually how you can tell if it's a calcite. So then we have a form generator. They don't grow like this. This is one that's been cut and polished. You know, generators have 6 sides, right? And there's the point. So, but this is not how they grow, because they grow, whoops, like this. They don't grow naturally in points. Just a little information. And then this is a sphere. So this one, isn't that cool? Oh, I just love when you can get those, like, little foils and stones. I don't know. Just me. Anyway, so what do you want this stone for? This is to help you with courage. If you feel like you haven't had courage, if you haven't had the confidence, and you're just like, oh, I need to have the confidence to tell Psychic Joni to pound sand, or whatever it is, then this is what you use. This is to help you, like, to melt away your fears by also summoning your confidence. So that's what you would work with this stone for, okay? So it's not, I would say, it has not been one of my favorite stones until, like, recently. I kind of dig it because, I don't know, there's something about it, like, calcites in general were just not my favorite. I think it's the waxy feel, and it's kind of like, I don't know, something about touching the waxy of a stone and making me want to, like, clean it. It's not dirty feeling, but it's just waxy. I don't know. Can't explain it. Anyhow, so I like them. I think they're kind of cool. I do, mate. All right, so that's what we have there for, I'll put you over here, for our Crystal Chit Chat. Now, what are we going to talk about today? So one of you lovelies sent me this in, gosh, I don't know when it was sent in, but finally getting to it. We're going to be talking about CERN, the world's largest particle accelerator, the Large Hadron Collider. I don't even know if hadron's the right way to say it. Oh no, my mouse is in sight. Oh no, the magic's been messed up. Okay. The Large Hadron Collider at CERN will start up with twice the power in March after a 3-year break. Okay. So CERN. I don't know much. Thank you, Aaron Neville. But I know about nothing of CERN. CERN, what I do know, what I've heard, I listened to, there was an episode on Mysterious Radio. Okay, so I love my Mysterious Radio. K-Town's awesome. She had some dude on there who was talking about it. And he made it sound like CERN is like Disneyland of scientific experimentation, devices, all of this, whatever, right? It's like, no, nothing bad can ever happen there. Nothing bad does happen there. It's just another thing we use to test stuff out. You know, if we have a theory, we write it up, we get our thesis ready, we present it to the powers that be that control the scheduling of it, and then we just run our experiments. It's not anything to be concerned with. And I'm like, okay, bro. I believe this dude, whoever he was, also had said that there was one they had started to build in the U.S. I'm not sure if that was like somewhere near Texas or is it Ohio. I don't know why those two states, which are not next to each other, would be in my mind, but it might be Texas. I don't know. They like were building one. Apparently the government wasted a shit ton of money building it, and then it was like, oh no, it's going to cost too much, and they stopped building it, and that's why we have the other one that's in wherever the hell it is. Sweden, I don't know, wherever it is. I probably should look that up. Let's look it up real quick, because I'm curious. I have to know, like, where this weird thing is. They're always doing some weird things over there. So let me look real quick so I know, so then you can know, in case you're concerned, if you're not already screaming at this video right now, saying, it's over here in Switzerland! That's where it is. Oh, it's closing soon. It opens 8 a.m. on Friday. Oh, must be the other side of the world from me. Okay. Switzerland. All right, now we know. It's in Switzerland. So let's get into it. Let's see what tinfoil hat things we can find out about the CERN. It's going to be cranking itself back up in March. That's next month. Excitement galore. All right, so first question is, what was the original purpose of CERN? What was the original purpose of CERN? Now, a lot of people think this was the bad side, the no buenos, the Eyes Wide Shut crew, right? They think this is their tool. Which, after seeing some of the rituals, go Google it, like DuckDuckGo it, whatever. Go search for the rituals, opening rituals done over at CERN. You're going to think it's a part of the Eyes Wide Shut crew's arsenal of toys or tools or whatever. So I'm going to have to say, yeah. Okay, so what was the original purpose of CERN for the Eyes Wide Shut crew? If you don't know what the Eyes Wide Shut crew is, go look up the movie. Go look at what kind of things they're doing in their robes. Tie it to the group that most people speak about that starts with the letter I. You'll get the drift. All right. Let's see what we can find out. Okay. Hope I'm going to have enough room here. Oh, I will. All right. Okay, so the original purpose here. Gosh, you know, it really... we're working on something. We're trying to master something so we can take control of something. Gosh, I wonder what that is. Okay, humanity. All right, we're trying to do it, and in their minds, it's because they are these benevolent people. They just know what's best for us. They just know what's best for us, and they're doing it from a place of caring and love. They know what's best for us. They know what's best for the planet. That's how they're coming at this. They're working very hard on something. They're trying to control something here. They have some creative things they're doing over there. And this is all for, you know, taking care of us, you know, because we're all dum-dums. Oh, and they don't really know what they're doing over there. In terms of... Okay. That's scary. That judgment card right there is scary. Okay. In case you're wondering, this is the... Where is that box? Oh, dear golly pie. Oh, here it is. This is the deck. Sugar Skull Tarot deck. All right. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Judgment card here. Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. We're doing experiments over here. They are. And they come up with some crazy ideas. Crazy ideas. And they don't know. They have theses. Is that the plural? And they're not quite sure what's going to turn up. Whatever. Luck be a lady tonight. They're... What? I guess they're not worried about like what happens in terms of like they feel like it's fairly like safe whatever they're doing down there. Like they're not gonna like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids myself over there. That's not like how they're concerned. But this, it looks like they're doing something that they eventually want to roll out to us. Because remember, where is that one? They know better than all of us. We're all dum-dums. We just don't know what's good for us. And this is something they're looking, whatever they're doing over there, there's some aspect of it they're looking to roll out for all of us. That's nice. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, the underlying energy is the Full card, right? So it's just kind of like, we'll just see what happens. What shakes out? Okay. So they're looking to do something, roll it out on all of us ding-dongs because we're just all too stupid to figure out how to, you know, live life. All right. So next question was, have they created black holes there? Now, I believe when I listened to that interview of whoever that guy was, he was essentially... If I'm wrong, and someone will tell me, but in this podcast I heard, I think he was kind of like saying, oh, yeah, we're working on it, but black holes aren't as dangerous as you think. Like, excuse me? That's not what I had always heard. Like, I always had that fear, like, I don't know how I was ever going to get into space, but I was worried, like, oh my god, I get sucked into a black hole and it's horrible. But this guy, he's no big deal. No big deal. Alright, so have they created any black holes there? I don't know if you can create them in their little big tube thing. Gosh, I don't know. This might be a silly question because I don't actually know the science behind this. But we'll see what we got. This would say yes. If that's something you can do, this says yes. Oh gosh, El Diablo's popping up here. Oh my goodness. All right. There's a yes. They're trying to create things with. I don't know if this is creating black hole technology, something like that. There's stuff that they're doing over there. It's kind of like, if there was a danger, they're throwing caution to the wind. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes. They're throwing caution to the wind. It's kind of like, nah, this is in the name of science. And they're just, I don't know if they're trying to like, there's a reason the sun's popped up, and it's not because we're on bright, sunshiny days. This feels like we're trying to do some shit. I don't know if this is like, you know how there was that recent story Bloomberg was talking about, like, hey, should we turn off the sun? Or whatever. I don't know if they're trying to do something like that, but it feels like that's a distinct possibility. Seven of Pentacles. The Emperor. They think they're God. There's some things... Oh, dear. Ten of Swords. There's some things that they're doing there. This is... Okay, I don't know if this is a possible thing. I'm taking this from my perspective in terms of, before I do a reading, I open a circle of protection. And when I'm done with the reading, I close my circle. This feels like similar over there, but they don't close the circle. Like, whatever the hell they're doing, it's like, oh, brr, we whip this up. Maybe it's like, we whipped up a black hole. I don't know what to do. Do you know what to do with Bobby? No? I don't know. We'll just let it sit there. Like, whatever experiments we're doing over here, fuck it. We'll just let it sit, do, like, there's something like there's not, because we're playing God over here and we're doing shit. And there's surprises that we don't know how to deal with over here. And so some of this shit's like, oh, fuck me, put a fork in me, I'm done. Like, what the fuck have we just done? Like, this is like, this, I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but that's not bueno. So the question was, have they created, they're doing something, yes, they're creating black holes or something like it. They're working on something to do similar things if they, I don't know, like I said. I don't have a black hole brain. I don't know how this stuff works, so. Be gentle with me. Don't get all sciencey up in my ass and be a dick to me in the comments, because I don't know. And if you probably explain it to me, I'm probably not going to understand it. That's not my forte and where my brain thinks, but thanks. Okay. Were they really successful at opening portals at CERN? Now that's interesting. The thing about portals can be anywhere. All right, you can have a portal in a mirror. You have portal in your closet. So let's see, were they successful at opening a portal at CERN? Oh dear. Yeah, we're happy. We happy? We happy. I don't know that this is just one. I don't know that it's just one. It feels like I don't know what the fuck they are doing there. Like, before I read on this topic, you know, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, I was just like, I don't know much about it, except I know they do some creepy shit at the place that looks very eyes wide shut. So that's kind of concerning. Beyond it, I don't know too much. Now I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing? Because this looks like we're making a plan all over the world of jumping to our portal to portal, like planning airports. Like, oh no, like, oh, Southwest now has a connection from here to here, right? We're making plans of where we're gonna portal hop. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, they're successful at doing this shit. They're just kind of like, and it's weird. I don't know if this is some type of ancient, don't know. If you know, tell me in the comments. This feels like, hey, yeah, back in the day, we used to open portals this way, but now this is so much faster, but gosh, it's just the same effect. We really enjoy it. I don't know. Gosh. All right. Okay, so, did any El Diablos come out of portals there? Did any El Diablos come out of the portals there? This feels, like the door was open, they snuck their way in. It's not like hey guys, come on in. It's not like that. It's kind of like, we opened this door, guess who came in, but we don't have any idea because our backs were turned. We weren't watching the door. It was almost like passive admission. Like, I don't see what you're doing over there. Come on in. Yep, here, the full card. God, why? They're very, very happy. Oh, there he is. El Diablos. They're very happy. It's like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't... Oh, El Diablo and the Judgment card. This, yeah. Yes. It is like they knew this was happening or going to happen, but it was almost like, we don't want to know, wink wink, if you come in. I think I only winked once. Wink wink. That's like coordination beyond my scope. Yes. So yes, they let them in. They're out here on the population wreaking havoc. I don't know that we needed any more. I think we had enough, but apparently not. They wanted us to have a few more here. That's nice. All right. Can CERN be used to create multiple timelines? That's interesting. Can they create multiple timelines? If we are living, like, you could say, like, this could get totally crazy town, right? Like, the way I've always thought about it was that there's... Okay, so we could all say we're living in this timeline, right? I could say we're living in this kind of timeline, right? Where there's all these different cards, and I could be living on a timeline here, and I could be living on a timeline here, and I could be living on a timeline here, right? I'm not quite sure. I'll have to ask God when I get up there. Anyhow, but the point is that I think there's multiple timelines running concurrently, kind of like, say, imagine like a record and there's all the grooves. Even though that's all one continuous groove, you get concentric circles, that type of thing, right? There's just a bunch of different timelines running. And I think that's where, if there's holes, that's how we see ghosts and things and weird stuff and deja vu and all that kind of stuff. So this is interesting. Like, could this be used to either create timelines or manipulate timelines? Can they be doing that kind of stuff there? That's weird. Which makes me wonder if, I don't know, if like somehow time seems to be going quicker lately. I don't know, ever since, you know, the bug. And I used to think, oh, time goes quicker as you get older, right? Time flies when you get older, and as a kid, you're just like, oh gosh, you know, time takes forever. But for my offspring, she notices time's going by quicker too. So I'm wondering, is it possible they could have sped up time? I don't know. But let's see, can they use this to create, modify timelines? I'm curious. Let's see. Yeah, it does look like they can. I don't know what kind of weird process this is. It's like, yes, they do. In my opinion, what I see here, yes, for entertainment purposes only. Eyes wide shut crew. Okay. This is, it feels too like they can manipulate timelines, but it's also a like it's not a push a button and it's done. This is like whatever they do to achieve this, and then they have to wait some time to see the effects. I guess that makes sense. And it's like, I don't know, you know, like sunlight doesn't reach us for so many minutes before it hits Earth. It's kind of like we did this and we have to wait to see proof of whatever. I don't know. Yes, they're doing that over there. Okay, if we're creating and manipulating timelines, we're fucking around with them. Why do I keep saying we? I don't work there. Good Lord. The manipulation of timelines. What is the purpose of it? Perfect timing, magician. Thank you. Is to make it their way. It's like a manipulation of this feels like current and past. It's almost like making history, like if that is possible to manipulate history and change what was, change what will be, just the way they want it. This is very much about control and how they want things. So yes, there's manipulating of timelines going on, and it's to do past, future, and making it so it's giving a certain perception, I guess. Would that be contributing then, if they're doing this to like give it a certain perception, you know, down the road? Does that mean then, is that how we're having these? I think that's where people like will say the Mandela effect would come in, right? Where it's almost like, well, we all remembered it was this way, and then they're like, no, it was always this way. But everybody else is like, no, I'm pretty sure it was that. So, is the work that they're doing there in Switzerland, is that adding to this issue that we're calling the Mandela effect? Let's try that again. That's so weird. What am I doing? I don't know. I gotta divide that again. That was weird. My brain had like a total incomplete fart. I don't know. How interesting. Alright, Mandela effect. It is. There's some, God, this is like they have a fucking knob. Like, don't want to turn it too quick. Don't want to turn it too slow. We got to find the right adjustment in here. We got to find the right adjustment in here. Right there. Right there, Robbie. That's good. Okay? So, yeah, they're manipulating shit. They're trying to find the right balance. And they monitor this. So then they monitor, this feels like through social media, posts, I don't know, online stuff. They look at it to see when someone brings it up, and then to see what all the people say about it, because then they're like, oh, desired effect, or oh, too much. Rewind. They're looking for, it's almost like they're trying to write a story in a specific way. That's weird. That is weird. Okay, what's the next question? Can they time travel there? Can they time travel there? Well, I'm going to guess that they can based on all this other stuff we've seen. But let's find out. I can't imagine there's a moon card in all of this. Shocking. Yeah, they can. It's... I don't even... part of it, like, yes, they can time travel there. And I also wonder if this is part of, like, a... they fuck around with it, too. Like, hey, I want to kind of... Can I go back real quick? I want to go back to, like, 1986, 7 for a minute. I want to go... fucking on the slip and slide. I want to go relive the old days. Can I go do that just real quick? And I don't know. So it's like, yes, they're doing it, but they're not like, there's like official shady business happening there, and then there's like the side shady business happening there. But yeah, they're like, they're doing that. Okay. This is a whole weird rabbit hole now, isn't it? All right, can they portal to different planets? Can they? Can you say, hey, I'd like to book a trip over to Mars right now? Por favor. I'll take one first-class ticket to Mars. Can I? There's something definitely different about this answer. Perhaps we've had some technical issues doing this. Like, we've attempted to do this. Like, yeah, wouldn't it be great? We could just go over to fill in the blank planet. But we've had some disastrous consequences with it, and we've had some good results. So, yeah. But there's been some issues here. Oh, sneaky snacker. Oh, it's a different sneaky snacker, but it's definitely a sneaky snacker. We have to put a coin in the box. Let me get our new sneaky snacker box. Do-do-do-do. We got to put a coin in there. Seven of Swords pops up. Where's my coins? Okay. Just like Famous Fortunes, you know. He's so cool, he set the trend that we're doing it here, but we have the sneaky snacker box anytime Seven of Swords pops up. So yeah, they're doing stuff over there. It's very imprecise what they're doing. It is like, that's why it's like they've had disastrous results in terms of like, hey, I'm trying to go to Mars and I end up on Pluto or whatever's, I don't know. I don't even know if Pluto's a planet. I can't keep the planet straight anymore. But it's very much like we're going, sometimes we say we're going to send somebody to this one place. They don't end up there. They may end up Muerto. They might end up elsewhere. It's not a precise tool for that. Okay. Has this since been taken over by white hats? Okay, let's see. Has this been taken over by El Bueno people, apparently? Looks like it. It looks like it has. Here's the issue. It's almost like I don't know if they have an operator, though, who's not El Diablo side, right? Like, hey, look, we took it over, but now we don't know how to run all the knobs and the ding-dongs, and how can we trust that the people who are here that we may keep on, or who we are going to, like, yeah, it's almost like, yeah, we took over, like, picture it this way. This is how I see it. Say I just took over a company, and the company makes microchips. Great, I took it over, and I'm intending to make these wonderful microchips, but I have not a clue about how the microchips are made. I don't know, you know, essentially how they're making the sausage at the sausage factory, so there's that kind of issue of like, yeah, we've taken it over. Okay, then we've taken it over and we're quickly learning and studying, trying to figure out how to work on this thing, okay? So they are also making plans for using it. They're trying to get up to speed quickly, and so they can use this for their side. Okay. I don't know what the heck they're planning to do with this, but is it really reopening in March? Okay, so then if we know that it's reopening, is it really, if the white hats have taken it over, is it opening in March? All right. Got a lot of options. How interesting. We got a lot of options and we're working hard to get it running. Okay, so apparently there's good things that can happen with this thing. And we're working, we're putting in, we're like investing in it, making plans. Does this thing take a long time to power on or something? It feels like yes, we're trying to turn this thing back on. Yeah, like we're trying to power it. I don't know. But again, it's very much I've never owned a microchip factory before. How does all of this work? Let's see what, like, we come up to speed as best we can. So there is some level of uncertainty. It's not like, I don't want to paint whoever's restarting it up. I don't want to paint them as complete, like, dunderheads. But it is like some level of information is not known. That's how it's coming up. So it is kind of like, I think we're covered. So yeah, they're trying to open the thing back up. All right. What's the purpose of reopening it? That's a good question. Is that my last one I have here? Oh, I have a couple other questions about other ones. Okay, but let's see. What's the purpose of reopening this? Oh no! I need to get my box out again here for our coin. I got another snacker dos en uno video. My goodness, it's... Oh, alright. The purpose is, it's good. This has come up in terms of it's like giving the power back to the people. Best way I could phrase it. It's like, okay, we have the Five of Wands, right? We're like, okay, we're struggling here. We're working to get this done. We're changing. There's a changing of the guards here. While like I said, it feels like it's been a while to power the thing back on. But we're like also taking this away from the shitheads for the good of all. Okay. Again, it's like we're planning on, like, this is looking at the world and planning on things to do with it. I don't know what. Oh, we have El Diablo. I'm gonna need some extra information on that. Why? Tell me about El Diablo. Let's pull, not these, let's pull these out. Tell me about El Diablo. Why is he popping up here? Because we're making plans for the world. It's a tool to work for humanity, not against humanity. It's taking the power away. But why is the El Diablo card here? Okay. So one of the purposes, I guess, I don't know if they're going to be successful, but I guess one of the purposes is they're trying to send some of the El Diablos that were released back to wherever they go. Okay, good luck with that, but that feels like one of the purposes. But we're also making plans, so this is a tool for humanity to do extraordinary things. Okay. I don't know what those are. If I can go back, you know, to some good times, past lives, that would be kind of interesting. Maybe. I don't know. That seems, I don't know. That's a whole other conversation. Oh, that reminds me. I should have said this at the beginning. My readings are open. You can get a past life reading. That's what brought it up. I have a past life reading in there that you can get. I'm not going to tell you about timelines, though. That's not the purpose of the past life reading. I'm not going to tell you you're an Egyptian princess, but it is to help you with if you're having issues, like say you're having issues with your mother and you don't know why. It's probably related to a past life issue, and we look at what happened in your past life and how it's affecting your life now. That's the purpose of the past life reading. But you can book one of those. You can book a general reading. You can book a 6-month, 1-year out reading. So the readings are open. Okay. Now, let's see. There are 2 particle colliders in Chicagoland area are Fermaland. That's the second largest after CERN. Oh, maybe that's one I was thinking about. It's like near Ohio, but it's not. And Argonne, they been taken over by white hats? Okay. Fermilab and Argonne, are those taken over? Let's start with Fermilab first. Fermilab been taken over by white hats. Yes. Alright, I don't need to ask any more about that. Argon. Not Arbonne. I don't know. Didn't they used to have tea or something? I don't know much about it. All I know is there used to be this like scuttlebutt in the family that somebody went to somebody's party and they had some of that Arbonne tea and somebody got sick. I don't know. I don't know. But this is Argonne. Has that been taken over by white hats? That one's a no, that's not a for sure. It's like there's a negotiation going on with it. It's not a for sure yet. It's like making a deal. So that one I would say not a done deal. All right. And then do the helicopters go from Great Lakes to the Fermilab or Argonne and periodically drop off things such as El Diablos, alien fish? That's a weird question. I don't even know what this is about. I would have to look it up. But do helicopters go from the Great Lakes to these collider things and drop off El Diablos and aliens and fish? How weird. I don't know. That's it. I don't know what. Oh, that is a crazy question, but okay. This is like the same damn cards. How is that? Oh, those are different. Because there is, it's like planning something like. It's like part of this is they're doing something from going to the Great Lakes to these labs. They're doing something. it's like another one of those experiments where they're just like not in control of it. Like they're doing shitty things. It's kind of they're throwing caution to the wind, and there's some of those things where it's like, oops, hope that doesn't catch us later. Yeah, it's weird. Like they're doing shit, and then it's more like wait and see stuff, and like there's certain expectations for whatever they're transporting. There's certain expectations, and it's again waiting and seeing, like we saw before with like turning the dial, and then they wait and see what happens, like Mandela effect. It's kind of the same thing. So they're transporting shit and dropping shit. So I don't know. The helicopters are like pickup and delivery, but it's almost like, what are they doing? They don't know. It's not very clear. Like it's like a framed like, hey, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna go pick up some things, and we're gonna go drop them off over there at the labs. And we're gonna see what, like, it's experimentation. I guess that's how to say it. It's experimentation. They're crazy experiments. Like they don't even have an idea of what would happen. Like this feels very much like they pretend to be the smartest people in the room, but they're like not. Like they're messing with shit, and they're just hoping for the best in some of the things they're doing. Okay, well this went almost like an hour. Crazy town. Well, I hope you're still here watching this. Wow, that's nuts. All right, well, stay tuned. I guess if you're around those places, stay tuned. Like, see what's going on. Let's see what happens in March. I don't know if the world can get any more crazy. It probably will in March. That's what I'm thinking here. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I hope I make it for the next video. I'm having no desire to disappear myself off of the planet if I've tapped into something I shouldn't have. All right. Adios.